And here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday, April the 19th, 2019. It's the anniversary of the beginning of the longest-running TV show in history, 1987, The Simpsons. It started as a video short on The Tracy Ullman Show. 2 years later, spun off on its own. The creator of The Simpsons was Matt Groening, said he wanted to offer audiences an alternative to mainstream trash, his phrase, a show that combines silly jokes and coarse humor with serious topics, religion and poverty, gun control, nuclear power. Homer Simpson, earnest, faithful husband, sometimes makes bad choices. Marge, a devoted homemaker, loves her husband, her children. Bart Simpson, the free spirit, who distrusts authority. Lisa, the vegetarian, and the environmentalist. Many famous writers and artists have made guest appearances on the show. Thomas Pynchon, John Updike, Stephen King, Amy Tan, Jonathan Franzen, Gore Vidal, the physicist Stephen Hawking, the architect Frank Gehry. Some critics think the seasons between 1992 and 97 were the best in the show. In a book by Chris Turner, Planet Simpson, Professor Robert Thompson is quoted as saying, 3 centuries from now, English professors are going to be regarding Homer Simpson as one of the greatest creations in human storytelling. Homer Simpson, who said 3 sentences will get you through life. Number 1, cover for me. Number 2, oh, good idea, boss. Number 3, it was like that when I got here. It was on this day in 1927 the actress Mae West was sentenced to 10 days in prison for her starring role in the play Sex on Broadway, which she also wrote and directed, her first Broadway show. It got terrible reviews, the play, but it attracted huge audiences. Mae West said, I wrote the story myself. It's about a girl who lost her reputation and never minded. It had been running for 41 weeks when the police showed up, arrested the cast and crew, though only Mae West was sent to jail. She was charged with producing an immoral show and maintaining a public nuisance. A few years later, she wrote and starred in the play Diamond Lil. She went to Hollywood, got a little part in a movie called Night After Night, and she was allowed to rewrite her scenes. In her first scene, a hat-check girl says to her, "Goodness, what beautiful diamonds," and West says, "Goodness had nothing to do with it, dearie." It was a big hit, and a few years later, 1933, she had her biggest hit, I'm No Angel, with Cary Grant. And by 1935, she was said to be the second highest-paid person in the United States, after William Randolph Hearst. Here's a poem for today by Marie Howe, What the Living Do. Johnny, the kitchen sink has been clogged for days. Some utensil probably fell down there, and the Drano won't work, but smells dangerous, and the crusty dishes have piled up, waiting for the plumber I still haven't called. This is the everyday we spoke of. It's winter again. The sky is a deep, headstrong blue, and the sunlight pours through the open living room windows, because the heat's on too high in here, and I can't turn it off. For weeks now, driving or dropping a bag of groceries in the street, the bag breaking, I've been thinking, this is what the living do. And yesterday, hurrying along those wobbly bricks in the Cambridge sidewalk, spilling my coffee down my wrist and sleeve, I thought it again. And again later, when buying a hairbrush, this is it. Parking, slamming the car door shut in the cold. What you called that yearning, what you finally gave up. We want the spring to come and the winter to pass. We want whoever to call or not call, a letter, a kiss. We want more and more, and then more of it. The poem by Marie Howe, What the Living Do, from her collection entitled What the Living Do, published by W. Norton and Company, and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.